More than 100 million European Union citizens are engaged in volunteer work, 1 in 5 of the total adult population. In recognition of the importance of this growing sector, the EU has made 2011 the European Year of Volunteering. More than 250 delegates gathered in Brussels on Wednesday at the European Union's Committee of the Regions to discuss voluntary engagement at the local level and its significance in the wider European context. Being a volunteer is all about doing something without any obligation to do it. That's an attitude linked to the great European values of liberty and independence. Voluntary work also has a growing economic role. It's estimated to account for up to 3% of GDP in some EU member states. The meeting heard a wide range of ideas on how the European Union can help facilitate voluntary work.
I think the European Union can be very supportive, for example, by supporting the volunteering infrastructure, but also look at its own legislation to see whether which possibilities they have to encourage volunteering.
Special attention was given to the essential role played by volunteers in sports, from coaching school football teams to ensuring the smooth running of the world's biggest sporting spectacles.
The Olympic Games rely upon the volunteers' work. We had about 20,000 volunteers.
The forum heard how the EU could help with volunteer-friendly legislation, removing barriers to cross-border volunteering and facilitating the exchange of data and best practice. Some called for further steps, such as a common European statute for volunteers, or a European certification system for those working with children or vulnerable adults. Some speakers stressed the evolution of perceptions about volunteer work in newer EU members.
It was perceived as something forced, imposed by the authorities, imposed by, well, let me put it that way, Communist Party. Hence, here and there, you still have negative associations whenever you ask people to engage in productive volunteering work.
The role of regions and local authorities in supporting volunteer work was highlighted by the country holding the EU presidency.
I believe that the local authorities have a major role in this, and also together with the media. In many cases, local authorities run some local media, either TV station, radio station or newspaper, and they can promote best practices there.
Ideas raised at the forum will be taken forward to the Committee of the Regions Open Doors Day in May, when the voluntary sector will be showcased. Beyond the European Year of Volunteering, speakers underlined the need for public authorities to work hand in hand with the volunteer sector.
If there weren't events, if there weren't associations in sports and culture, then the city wouldn't be a real city.